Alright guys, so this is the final Mr. Olympia video I'm going to be making. We're 3 days out from the Mr. Olympia competition. Now the topic of this video is why Jay Cutler is going to beat Phil Heath. Now it's a very simple video and it's a very simple reason. If we look back at history, Phil Heath has never been able to beat Jay Cutler at his best. The only time that Phil Heath beat Jay Cutler was when Jay Cutler had that bicep injury and his bicep looked like a fucking purple basketball was in there. Obviously, he wasn't at his best there. So throughout history, Phil Heath has never beaten Jay Cutler at his best. And that's the number one reason that Phil Heath is not going to beat Jay Cutler this year if Jay Cutler comes in at 100%, which I think he's going to do based on the most recent pictures. Now I'm going to put these most recent pictures up right here. Alright. So there's the most recent pictures. Jay Cutler's looking shredded. Now the only thing that is really in question is his legs. His legs aren't being shown very well in these pictures. His upper body looks great. He's shredded. He's huge. He's hard. He looks amazing. He looks like he's going to be on for the Olympia. Like I said, he's done the Olympia 12 times, placed in the top 2 10 times. He knows how to peak for the show. He knows how to condition for the show. He's done it before. He's placed second only to Ronnie Coleman and Dexter Jackson and Phil Heath. So 3 times, to 3 different people he's placed second. And all those 3 different people are Mr. Olympias. So that's the second reason I don't think Phil Heath can beat Jay Cutler is experience. I've already covered this in another video, but Jay Cutler is so much more experienced at winning the Olympia than Phil Heath that I think Jay Cutler's experience is going to come down and beat Phil Heath because, like I said, Phil Heath has never beaten Jay Cutler at his best. And I think Jay Cutler is going to be at his best, and I don't think Phil Heath has improved enough from the first time he beat Jay Cutler to now to be the bodybuilder he needs to be to beat Jay Cutler this year. Now, a lot of people didn't think Jay Cutler was going to come back and didn't think he was going to be able to do it, but I think Jay Cutler is going to come in 100%, and Phil Heath is going to have a hell of a time trying to beat Jay Cutler. Now, other than Jay Cutler, I don't think Phil Heath has any competition. I'm not knocking Phil Heath in any way. Phil Heath is one of my favorite bodybuilders, and I think Phil Heath is one of the most complete, one of the roundest, one of the fullest, one of the most proportional bodybuilders to ever step on the Mr. Olympia stage, period. And I think aside from him and Jay, I think the other bodybuilders are miles behind where they need to be. Even Kai Green. I don't think if Jay Cutler can't beat Phil Heath, then Phil Heath doesn't really have anyone else to worry about. But I do think Jay Cutler can beat Phil Heath, and I think he's going to beat Phil Heath. So that's my Olympia prediction. I'm going to have Jay over Phil, and Phil over Kai. So Jay, Phil, Kai. That's my Olympia prediction. I think maybe in 4th is going to be Ramy now, just because of his sheer size. And so I've changed my predictions up a little bit. I don't think Phil's going to win anymore. I'm going to put Jay ahead of Phil, Phil in 2nd, Kai in 3rd. And a lot of people are going to get mad that I'm not putting Kai up there in the top 2. But Dave Palumbo on RX Muscles was quoted saying that he's personally seen Kai Green 2 weeks out from the Mr. Olympia weighing 306 pounds. And as I've stated before, when you drop a lot of weight really fast, your muscle is going to lose its pop. And that's what Kai Green's obviously trying to do. And Kai Green has had trouble in the past peaking right and conditioning right for the Mr. Olympia. So I think he's gonna repeat that mistake this year, and that's what's gonna bring him down behind Jay and Phil. And I think his conditioning is just not gonna be completely on. I mean, obviously he's one of the best bodybuilders in the world, so his conditioning is gonna be good. I'm not saying it's gonna be bad, but I'm saying it's not gonna be where it needs to be to beat Phil, to beat Jay, to win the Mr. Olympia. 306 pounds, 2 weeks out. That's too heavy. I believe in the past the most he's ever competed at is 280. And I think he usually comes in 270, mid 270. So he's got to lose 20 to 30 pounds in 2 weeks. That's not going to end up with a good result for his muscle definition, his muscle pop, and his conditioning. So that's my prediction, guys. I put Jay over Phil. If you guys like Jay Cutler, give this video a like. If you guys think Jay Cutler's going to win, give this video a like. If you think Jay Cutler's the fucking man, give this video a like. And just give this video a fucking like, man. Bow.